Cherie Barber from Renovating for Profit, and it is day one of a apartment renovation. So I thought I'd give you a quick tour and I'm going to produce a series of videos from this that you can learn some good renovating tips on a room by room basis. So this is a 2-bedroom apartment in Lilyfield, about 6 k's out from Sydney CBD. This is a rental property and it's basically just a really standard 2-bedroom apartment. The whole apartment is about 50 square metres.
Like all older style apartments, we need to bring this one back to life with a budget of just 20 grand and a property value of 620,000. We have to be smart with our budget and time. I'm going to replace the floorboards and carpet with water-resistant laminate flooring, paint the walls and add a feature wall in the living area.
The kitchen actually isn't in bad nick. Unfortunately, the colour of the cabinets is a little bit tired. So we're just going to do some creative things here with the kitchen. I'm not going to rip it out, that would be too expensive to replace, but I'm going to take off the old bench tops, stone bench tops, which are damaged anyway, and replace those with some beautiful timber bench tops. I'll also be putting some storage cabinets in the lounge room with timber bench tops, so I'll start to get design continuity right throughout the whole apartment.
In bedroom 1, I'm going to rip up the carpet, paint the walls and add a feature wall.
So your feature wall should always be the first line in sight as you walk through the door. So this is what I call the strategic wall.
I'm going to replace the curtains, add shelving and add new lighting.
Hey, bedroom 2 is exactly the same as bedroom 1 next door. So we're going to do the same sort of work. Let me show you the bathroom. The bathroom, tiniest room in the house. So this one is pretty tiny. I reckon it's probably about 1.8 metres by about 1.8 metres squared. Tiny. We're not going to rip it out because if I ripped out this bathroom, it'd cost me at least 10-15 grand to put it all back together again. On a 20 grand budget, that could be consumed just by this room alone.
In the bathroom, I'm going to replace the old shower screen, remove the curved vanity and install new hardware. The renovation will take just 3 days with 1 day of styling.
So with all that said, better get cracking.
It's day 1, and after briefing my team on what work needs to be done, it's time to rip in. In 4 days, we need to transform this tired-looking 2-bedroom apartment into a modern, clean and functional space.
When you're doing an apartment renovation, always make sure, in fact any renovation, always make sure you have lots of bins so your tradies can dump everything in as they go. If you provide storage bins on site, you teach your tradies good habits to dump in. What it means is that you don't have to go around at the end of the day and pick up a million pieces that all trades have left across the site that day.
Using my construction project plan, I'm able to keep all my trades to a timeline.
One of the ways I'm going to add a lot of personality to this apartment is through the power of paint. As many of you will know, I've always said paint is your #1 change you can make internally that adds the most powerful change to a property. I call it liquid gold for renovators. And this wall is a really important wall for me. It's the first wall that you see when you walk into the property. So I need to make this wall really sing, and how I'm going to do that is through paint. And what you need to do is you need to have a little bit of foresight. Even though some of you might think, oh, that's really bold right now, you need to think about the end result. With this, I'll have white cabinets, I'll have a beautiful timber bench top just underneath this. It'll look absolutely beautiful. But before you order your paint, I can't stress enough, make sure you go buy little sample pots and look at that color day, night, because your color does change according to the amount of light that you do get into a property. So paint up the test area, stand back, let it dry, and if you're still happy with the colour, then go and buy all your paint.
At the end of day 1, we're on track. Tomorrow we have the new flooring going in, kitchen and bathroom to be updated, walls and feature walls to be painted, and the thing I look forward to the most, meeting the stylist.
It's day 2 today and we've got a lot of work happening, particularly because this is a fast 3-day renovation. So today the painters are going to be here. They will have first coats on everything, the ceilings, the walls, the trims. The floorboards are going down. The wall hung cabinetry in the lounge room is really going to start to take shape. That'll be all finished today. And the kitchen will come together as well. And there's a lot of little loose ends. So today, this apartment will really start to look like a different place.
The best way to add life to a property that is for sale is through styling. And on day 2, it's time to brief the property stylist.
Now Justine is here. The property styling is going to be installed this Friday, so it's really important that you give your property stylist a really good brief.
Due to the tight time frames on my renovations, I always like to brief the stylist once the colour scheme has been selected. That way the stylist has a better lead time to design the property styling for sale.
So when we do a unit of this configuration, it's so key that we use compact furniture that is visually light. So things that are like glass, slimline legs, things that we can even use nested tables instead of big coffee tables, things like that will create the flow and circulation and enhance the feeling of space, which we want in a tighter space.
All right, so for compact spaces where room is actually really tight,
yes,
no big heavy timber furniture.
Always remember your target demographic when styling for sale. For this apartment, we've agreed on a look that will appeal to ages 30 to 40.
The biggest change in this apartment renovation is the flooring. Changing your flooring is one of the biggest ways to add value to your property. So what have we selected for this renovation? Well, one of my favourite boards, in fact I use this a lot, it's called the water resistant laminate flooring. But what these floorboards will do across the whole apartment is instantly modernise the apartment. I know that when a buyer comes through this apartment, they're going to love them. It's just another tick to getting that contract signed.
Over the next 48 hours, the team and I finish all of the items set out in my construction project plan and complete on time, ready for styling to install. I can't wait to reveal the final look. It's the final day, and after a last-minute clean, we're ready for styling.
So I'm just ironing the curtain. When you're selling, presentation is so important, right down to the finest detail, the crease in your curtain even.
A good property stylist takes a brief and brings a property to life. And that's exactly what Justine has done. Using earthy tones in the furniture and artwork, the property styling has taken this 2-bedroom apartment from old and cold to modern and fresh. With loads more storage, the living room is now super inviting and a lot more relaxing, and the feature wall immediately catches your eye when you enter the property. The kitchen continues the feel of the living room with a new countertop, splashback and lighting. With some paint, a new vanity, mirror, shower screen and fittings, the bathroom is a completely different space, now feeling light and modern. And the bedrooms look and feel amazing. Utilising wall space as storage and really setting the tone with new lighting and window finishings. After 4 days of hard work, 20 grand has transformed this 2-bedroom apartment into a property destined for a quick sale.
So if you're keen to see more of my projects, more of my before and afters, or learn how to renovate for profit like I do, head to my website renovatingforprofit.com.au. I'll see you on the next one, guys.